What's up everyone, Gunpla Collection here, and welcome to another episode of GBGW. Now, over the weekend, there were a few updates that came out in regards to new events as well as a few other things. So let's go ahead and go over that, shall we? So let's go ahead, notices. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with this one right here. Schedule of reopening the arena / upcoming balance changes / error fixes. Alright, so thank you for all your passionate support for Gundam Battle Gunpla Warfare since its release. We would like to take this chance to apologize for the inconvenience caused due to the arena suspension and bring to you the latest information regarding the arena's current status, as well as address suggestions made by our players and announce some upcoming updates. Regarding the arena's status, the arena is currently suspended as a measure to cope with heavy player traffic. The latest information on the arena and its reopening schedule are as follows. Our team is continuing to work on a solution to bring the loading issue, and we are planning to test our arena system out with a test period lasting for 3 days from August 24th August 24th Pacific Daylight Time. Please note that the rewards obtained from this test period will be different from those in official event periods. We are deeply sorry for the inconvenience caused by the arena unavailability and would highly appreciate your participation in arena tryout. Alright, so August 24th, arena opens for 3 days. For those who didn't get to do arena during the time that it was actually open before they closed it down, go ahead and make sure to do so and basically provide them feedback with what you think arena could do better, or if you liked arena, you know, let them know the things that you liked and disliked by sending them emails through the support team so that they understand what they could do the better arena, or you know, what they can keep doing. Alright, next up, regarding upcoming balance changes, we would like to thank our players for giving us a lot of useful opinions and suggestions on how the game should proceed forward. Here are some of our future update plans. 1. Adding variety into Gunpla builds. Adding code, not too sure what that is, but apparently there are a few people that said that literally that code, that Gunpla is basically Toma's G-self. So if that's true, that'd be pretty awesome. Adding code, can't really tell what that is. Gunpla parts as rare drop rewards in free missions hard. So you can potentially get Gunpla parts from the hard missions in the free mission area. Increasing the parameters of Gundam Artemis's Gunpla parts, and increasing the parameters of Haro Pilot. So the Artemis parts will be getting a buff, as well as the Haro AI Pilot. So for those who don't have a lot of AI pilots and all you have is Haros, don't worry, the stats are going to be increased. So for those who still have Haros, you know, go ahead and save them if you want, unless if you roll, you know, better or higher tier AI pilots. Alright, next up here, adjusting daily missions. We are planning to increase the amount of upgrade nippers obtainable from each upgrade nipper mission other than the mass capital mission. Alright, so something that I did notice with the upgrade nipper missions is that you don't necessarily get the upgrade nippers if you're doing the easy or normal missions itself, because I did one earlier today. I did not receive anything, but when I went to very hard, I received at least 7 to 8 tier 1 upgrade nippers. So if they're actually increasing the amount of upgrade nipper drops in the daily missions, that would be pretty awesome. But hopefully it's like at least, you know, minimum 2 that is dropped, 2 that are dropped I don't know. Adjusting various UI elements, making visible whether any multiplayer Gunpla part that boosts the amount of coins received in events is in effect. Okay, not really understanding what that means, because it's kind of already noticeable. Fixing the issue with poor responses during long taps on some devices. I kind of wish they were more clear about what devices had this issue, so then we can go over this, but unfortunately I don't experience this, or I don't think I do. Changing where you are led to after tapping on beginner's guide. So that, unfortunately, don't have the beginner's guide anymore. But for those who do and are experiencing this, leave it down in the comments below in regarding to, you know, what you're tapping and where it's leading you to, so then we can get like a clear understanding on what's going on here. Regarding errors to be fixed. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience brought by these errors. Please find below the details on errors to be fixed. When conducting a data transfer under certain circumstances, it is possible that player data saved at a prior time gets transferred instead. Interesting. That I have not heard of, because there's not a lot of players transferring their data. Downloaded data on iOS versions are saved on iCloud backup locations. Not really sure if that really happened to me. I know I had to download multiple times, like certain stuff, but I don't know if it downloads on iCloud. The designated error message is not shown when attempting to claim event achievement rewards. A different image is sometimes shown when viewing other players' player card. We don't really see that because most of the time it says not available. The exclamation mark displayed next to collection remains visible after obtaining other parts from a Gunpla for which you have already completed the collection rewards. That I have seen. It's been an issue. Fortunate enough from my end is that I actually had a completed Gunpla part in that area, so then that completely removed the exclamation mark. But I do realize that there are people that still have that, and you know, I'm aware, the developers are aware as well. The EN completely recovered notification displayed when EN is not yet restored. That I have heard of, people having this issue. I think it's probably just specific devices, but I'm not too sure. When claiming rewards from event mission completions, Jesus, they need to reword this. When claiming rewards from event mission completions, there are cases where a connection error occurs and a message claiming that your box limit is reached pops up. That I have not yet encountered. If you've encountered this, go ahead and leave it down in the description. I would like to know like how many people are encountering this issue. Please note that the adjustment contents in this notice are subject to change and may be fine-tuned before their implementation. We will post another notice when these changes are added to the game. There is still much more content that we cannot disclose to you yet, but please keep us informed about your opinions and suggestions for the game so that we can take them into consideration for our update plans. So, like I said prior, if you have any suggestions, you know, while playing the game, you think this could better the game, or if you just straight up like the way it's going right now, feel free, send an email to the developer team or their support team and let them know, you know, what you think can better the game, or what you think works and they should just completely keep. But other than that, there is more news that we'll be talking about. So, alright, so next up is preview upcoming event announcement. Alright, so the following is an announcement for upcoming events. Covert Gerbera event coming soon. The event Covert Gerbera will begin on August 20th, 8 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So right after the Unseen Assault is over at 8 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, the new Covert Gerbera will be coming out, in which, as you can see in the banner, the Blitz Gundam will give you 2 times the bonus. The Dragon Gundam will give you 5 times bonus, as well as the Red Frame Astray will give you 7 times bonus. The event missions will have 3 difficulties: normal, hard, and very hard. The higher the difficulty, the more covert coins you can acquire. You can exchange covert coins for items such as Gunpla parts, awakening circuit, and more at the coin exchange within the shop. So basically everything from the previous events, starting from the Rising Bullseye to the current event, Unseen Assault, basically moved over to Covert Gerbera. So, you know, the event missions, normal, hard, and very hard, as well as the multiplier parts, they are the same. Other than that, I'm guessing the parts that we will be able to get in the exchange shop is going to be the Gerbera Tetra, but I could be wrong. Alright, so with that, we have new Gunpla and AI Pilot pickup capsules coming soon. New Gunplas and AI Pilots will be added along the event Covert Gerbera on August 20th, 8 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. New Gunplas will feature the a stray red frame, which is a tier 4, and surprisingly they put a tier 3, which is the Dragon Gundam, so that's kind of interesting. These Gunplas will appear in the standard Gunpla part capsule 2 after the Gunpla part pickup capsule period ends. Alright, so new AI pilots, we have Seabook Arno, which is a tier 4 pilot, as well as the Kara Elsman, which is a tier 3. These AI pilots will appear in the standard AI pilot capsule after the AI pilot pickup capsule period ends. Please note, the period for pickup capsules and their contents are subject to change without notice. The drop rate by rarity is not changed for pickup capsules. Alright, so starting at 8 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, you will get a chance to roll for the Red Frame Astray Tier 4 parts, the Dragon Gundam Tier 3 parts, Seabook Arno Tier 4 AI Pilot, as well as the Kara Elsman Tier 3 AI Pilot. So save your Haro chips just for this. What I recommend is, the more you're nearing the end of another event, the Luke Air Force is basically practicing, but the more you're nearing the event period, the more I would start saving up your Haro chips for the next event, so then you have a chance of getting a higher multiplier. Now, it's not guaranteed you'll get the highest multiplier when rolling the times 10, but you know, you get a chance. Now, if you're lucky, you'll get one. If you're not, you're kind of stuck with the times 2, which isn't too bad. It's just that you're gonna have to do a lot more grinding to get more of the assault coins or whatever event coins to basically buy whatever you want. So with that being said, let's see here. Okay, so there is nothing new at this point. Alright, so don't forget, guys, make sure you're grinding out as much energy as you can for the assault coins. This actually ends tomorrow at 8 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So get as much assault coins as you can, buy the parts in the exchange shop, and from there, if you have leftover coins that you can't use, sell them in the parts area. So other than that, let's go into capsule, standard Gunpla parts 2, and let's roll our free one time. Yes. And touch. Tier 2, my guess. Tier 2 it is. Backpack, and it is the Jagan. Alright. Finish. Back. Standard Gunpla parts. Free. Yes. Alright, now chances of me rolling a tier 4 here right now is very slim, but whatever. Touch, and tier 2. Tier 3, alright. I'll take it. And this is the chest, and cool, Gundam NT1. Awesome. Alright, so that's a new part for me. Alright. I do wish they had free rolls for AI pilots, but alright, time to roll this. So I did a little bit of calculation. You have like probably 1 in 200 chance of rolling an Artemis part, because I rolled at least 20 times, and well, I mean 20 times as in 20 10-time rolls, and I actually got 1 Artemis part out of the entire roll. So we have no Artemis part here. All right. Okay. Now with that, let's go ahead and sell the parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. All right, Jagan, as well as, where's that tier 3 part? This one. Well, let's go and take a look here. Recovery. 20% of maximum armor. Interesting. Max value. I don't know. Might save that. So sell. We get 1 platinum coin. Alrighty. So from there, let's go ahead and do 2 missions here. Alright, so event. And very hard. Let's see here. So we'll go ahead and use my friend Cody, which is Karasu. Well, auto on. So I can go ahead and talk without being distracted, and you'll see kind of like the ridiculous stuff in regards to using auto. Like, for those who haven't used auto is very fun to use when you're, you know, trying to do something like multitasking and you just want to grind for parts and stuff. Alright, so as a defender, you literally run up, and my rising arrow just got canceled because I got hit. But as a defender, you run up and start with a shield, which is absolutely hilarious. But other than that, it's just kind of funny because sometimes when you watch the AI pilot like that, totally messed up on the giant bazooka. And rising arrow, 1,419 damage. Alright, so here we are. There are times where the AI pilot will actually use the rising arrow and aim it at a building and completely miss. So I've seen that happen multiple times, and it's ridiculous. And what? Don't use the... Okay, so I got canceled out again. Wait, what the hell? The Blitz Gundam literally flew up to the other side of the map and died. That's pretty funny. The fact that it flew over that wall. Alright. So I'm basically leveling up the Blitz part so then I can, you know, not use the upgrade nippers. I'm trying to save them for basically a higher tier part. Alright, so we will go ahead and use Ice Juice. Ice Juice, auto on. And I really like this color scheme right now because, what was it? I believe this is the Gyan color scheme. I just used the glow color as red, and it literally reminds me of the Delta Plus, because of the colors and the red glow color for the eyes. Wow, that was a waste of the EX skill. Literally, oh, it hit him. For once, it hit him. Guarding. And that was a waste. Yeah, so it's really funny, like when you look at the AI pilots play. So here we go. See, this is where I would use the giant bazooka because that does an AoE damage in that small radius. Considering how all 3 of them were basically, you know, gathered together. So my camera's giving me the whole temperature warning because I'm in the car, it's hot. And the reason why I'm in the car is because we just got back from California, from KCON, and my fiance has a lash appointment, so I'm sitting out here, doing, a little bit of filming and stuff like that. So, other than that, all the cooldowns. Okay. Alright, so for those who've noticed, my level actually went up over the weekend, as well as I have a tier 5 part. So let's go ahead and Gunpla list. So my combat power went up. The reason being is because I maxed out the Rising Gundam arms. So everything in regards to my Rising Gundam arms, complete maxed out. So level 80, tier 5, with the EX skill of level 10, which is completely maxed, in which is absolutely amazing. It brought me up to, I don't know, from like 400, almost like 51k, probably. That was where I left off. 51k to 68k combat power. Now, all I need to do is literally either get a better shield or somehow manage to roll more of the, dual Gundam shield. And then from there, I'll be set. But other than that, the Rising Gundam arms are pretty much a set go-to set of arms. I might change out the Grand Slam for the Artemis's Ardendite when the Artemis parts basically get, buffed. But for now, the Grand Slam is actually a lot better than my Ardendite, even though they're both completely maxed out tier 4, except for the EX skill or, that it has, or passive. Currently my Ardendite is at level 3 for the passive, or level 4, but that's still not enough to basically outshine the Grand Slam. Other than that, for those who are questioning, because I get a lot of this, how in the world do you have such a high CP? Now, the only reason why I have such a high CP right now is because I'm looking at the parts and what I can upgrade and what I should and shouldn't bother upgrading. So, with that being said, if you've noticed, my Rising Gundam arms is basically the event part from the Rising Bullseye event. So, the reason why I upgraded to tier 5 is because I can max everything out. Now, if you max everything out, you can basically get a higher combat power. And with most of the stuff that I have equipped, it basically helps like range. So, as you can see, Blitz Gundam Leg, it's completely maxed out at tier 4. With speed attribute, which is itself, shooting crit rate boosted by 15%. Now, my entire build is currently a speed type, except for one technical type, or technique type, which is the Kemper backpack. So, of course, I'm going to get that 15% crit rate when it comes to range. For the Rising Gundam, I basically have the Rising Arrow, fire a high-speed beam arrow from the bow on your left arm. So it's not really a passive, it's more of an offensive move. Unfortunately, it gets, shut down real easily. Other than that, let's see, the Aegis body. When armor is 40% or more, shooting damage taken reduced by 8%. Now this is actually really nice. Let me see. Shooting damage taken. Okay, so basically this is very, very nice on my end because my beam resistance is at 965. So if that shooting damage is getting dealt to me, I get subtracted a certain percent. Aegis Gundam wise, it has an EX skill that I don't use, so we'll ignore that. But I might change out the Aegis head for a different head when I have the chance and compare that. Of course, my new Gundam's beam rifle is going to stay because I don't have a better beam rifle or range attack. So this is staying as it is. Shield, of course, I don't have an option. because this is the best shield I have. Harry Ord. Part trait, beam range weapon magazine boosted 14%. So this really helps with my beam rifle. Other than that, there isn't really anything else that helps me boost anything. So it is what it is. I am absolutely happy with my build. And what I recommend is kind of looking up the parts and comparing, contrasting what you have with like event parts that you're going to get along the way. If you manage to come across an event part that will actually, you know, increase your parameters in regards to stats or combat power, I would highly recommend using them, but also keep in mind of the passive skills and how it will better your Gunpla depending on the type of build that you have. Alright, so other than that, this has been another episode of GBGW. I will see you guys in tomorrow's episode with potentially, not sure if they're gonna update or anything like that, but with new content, if anything. It will be basically more of gameplays. Alright, so other than that, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.